Good morning, dear students. I am Miss Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of Fundamentals of Management subject, we will be discussing the content Functions of Management. So, let's see what are the different functions of management, or as a manager, what the person is supposed to carry or which functions he is supposed to perform. Prior to actually starting the functions of management, let's have a brief review of the term management. Then we will actually be starting the functions of management. Management is defined as the process through which the things they are get done with and by other people, so that the objective of the organization they are delivered. The organization has certain goals, and those goals will only be achieved if there is a cooperative effort towards such type of common goals. Management is an activity consisting of process which is mainly concerned with important task of goal achievement. According to G.R. Terry, how this thinker defines management. Management is a distinct process of consisting of planning, organizing, actuating and controlling, performed to determine and accomplish stated objective by the use of human beings and other resources. So, whenever we study this definition, what is the gist of this definition? Yes, management is a distinct process. Distinct process means it is a different process which consists of planning, means deciding in advance, organizing itself means collecting together, actuating, yes, what is actual, and controlling means seeing that whatsoever is done into the organization, whether it is correct or wrong, whether it is performed in the good manner or it is somewhere diverted, or your production process is somewhere diverted. Performed to determine and accomplish stated objectives. So why this process is conducted? Yes, this process is performed to determine and accomplish stated objectives. All those objectives which you have stated, all those objectives for which you have planned for, all those objectives which you have highlighted whenever you have started your business. To determine means to mention those objectives and to accomplish those objectives, yes, by the use of human beings and other resources. For performance, yes, for performing this distinct process, we are in need of human beings as well as other resources also. So, whenever we take an overview of the term management, what is management? Management is a different process, in which planning, organizing, controlling, all these things they are included. And why these things we are required to consider? Yes, so that we can determine the objectives as well as we can accomplish those objectives, by the use of human resources as well as other resources which you have employed into your organization. So management is considered a continuing activity made up of basic management functions which are planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. So whenever we consider management, it is not a one day activity. If you think that your organization should effectively work, should always be on the success grounds, then what you should be doing is, yes, you should perform management on regular basis or on the continuous basis. So let's see what are the different functions which are included into the concept of management. Okay, one by one we will go through all these functions. Okay, right from planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. Okay. First function is planning. Okay. What is planning? What planning means? Yes. Planning involves setting objectives in advance, a goal which is to be achieved within a stipulated time. Okay. It is also said that planning is deciding in advance what is to be done in future. Okay. The first and the most important function of management is planning. Planning involves setting objectives in advance, a goal which is to be achieved within a stipulated time. Okay, various alternatives they are also formulated in order to achieve the goals. The best alternative in the course of action is then selected, which will help the organization to achieve its objectives. Planning is the most basic function of management. It is deciding in advance what is to be or what to do and how to do, when to do and by whom it is to be done. Okay, means see these 4 WH types questions they are asked whenever you are deciding to have planning into your organization. What are these 4 questions? Yes, what to do, how to do, when to do and by whom it is to be done. Okay, it bridges the gap between where we are and where we want to go. Okay, means today at what position we are and in future where do we see ourselves. Okay, so where we are and where we want to go. Okay, so all the other functions of management like organizing, staffing, directing, controlling, they are dependent on planning function. Planning is related to future and is a continuous process. Okay, means for example, if you plan for today and tomorrow you stay relaxed, okay, this will not happen. Okay, if you think that you should be successful, yes, you should continuously be earning good amount of profit and always your organization should be having a stable position in the market, then surely planning should be carried out in a continuous basis. All the organization have to make a concrete plan before they start business or execute any project. Okay, they are required to prepare a plan based on which they will be working. Okay, so let's see why planning is important from the management viewpoint or organization's viewpoint. Yes, planning increases the efficiency of the organization. Yes, if you do effective planning, then surely it helps you to have efficiency into your organization. All business organizations would like to be successful, have a goodwill in the market, have higher profit, right? Okay, yes, all the business organization they always like to be successful, to have good reputation in the market, to earn high rates of profit. Okay, for attaining these attributes, the thinking process has to be executive and it should be very effective. Okay, see, planning increases efficiency, yes, by reducing the amount of wastage and by avoiding duplication of work. Okay, planning aims at optimum utilization of resources. Okay, through planning what is done? Yes, the wastage is avoided, duplication is avoided and each and every resources which you employ into your organization, they are used at the optimum level. Then planning reduces business related risk. What planning does? Yes, it reduces business related risk. because you do have plan, you take the necessary precautions through which, yes, you can avoid the risk, you will be prepared for the future. Planning provides direction. Yes, if you have plan, you will be, yes, you will be following it. Planning tells us what to do, how to do, and when to do. So you will never be misdirected. Then planning encourages creativity and innovation. Yes, planning helps the managers to express their creativity and innovation. It brings satisfaction to the manager, which in turn results into success to the organization. Planning helps in motivation. A good plan provides various financial and non-financial incentives to both managers and employees. It helps in decision making. Yes, based on the course of action which will be conducted by the managers or which will be performed by the manager in the near future itself. Okay, the managers, they can finalize their decision making. Planning helps to achieve objectives. Okay, without planning, each and every activity will go fail. Yes, every organization, they do have their targets. Okay, without any confusion and any misunderstanding, planning helps organization to achieve their aims. It also provides a basis for control. Okay, because control is done on the standards, and the standards, they are set into planning. Then, so what is planning? Planning involves deciding in advance what is to be done in the future course of action. So this was the first function of management. Let's see the second function of management. Organizing. What organizing is? Organizing refers to the way in which the work of a group of people is arranged and distributed among group members. Okay, simply see what is done into organizing. Yes, after planning, the next function of management is organizing. Organizing involves division of work among people whose efforts must be coordinated to achieve specific objectives and to implement predetermined strategies. Organizing is the backbone of management. After the objectives of an enterprise are determined and the plan is prepared, the next step in the management process is to organize the activities of the enterprise. Okay, organizing, just what it means. Yes, it is a process of defining and growing the activities of the enterprise and establishing authority relationship among them. Okay, just what is done into organizing? Yes, in organizing, all the resources, they are collected together and a link is established. Okay, now why organizing is important? Yes, organizing facilitates efficient management. Okay, it is necessary for the performance of functions of management. Yes, you are required to collect all the resources at one point and you should be assigning them their duties, their task. It facilitates coordination and communication. Yes, it creates a clear-cut relationship between the departments and helps in laying down balanced emphasis on various activities. Okay, it facilitates growth and diversification. Okay, what it means? Yes, sound organizations helps in the growth and expansion of the enterprise by facilitating its efficient management. It also increases the capacity of the enterprise to undertake more activities. It ensures optimum use of resources. Yes, as okay, after planning, what you do? Yes, you collect all the resources together and as per their capacity and capability, what you do is you assign them their task, okay, as per their interest and all those things, as per their capacity, as per their ability and the attributes present into them. What you do is you assign the task, right? Okay, when you assign the task to each and every person, okay, there will be no wastage and there will be no confusion also, and each one will perform their part of obligations. It also provides for optimum use of technological innovations. Okay, whatever technology you do adopt into your organization, yes, you can also use those technology in fullest extent. It facilitates specialization. See, organizing provides a greater scope for bringing specialization in every department of an enterprise through proper allocation of jobs among the employees. Okay, means yes, as per the specialization, as per the interest area of the resources, what you do is yes, you assign them their specific task and duties, okay, which help you as well as your organization to have proper allocation of jobs among the employees. Okay, so there will be no confusion if you adopt organizing. So in organizing, simply what is done, yes, all the people as well as all the resources, they are arranged and the work is distributed among the group of members. Third function is staffing. What staffing means, why it is important, let's see. Yes, staffing means filling and keeping the positions provided for by the organization structure with right people at the right place. Okay, after planning and organizing, the next function of management is staffing. It is important to have good organization structure, but it is even more important to fill the jobs with the right people. Filling and keeping the position provided for the organization structure with right people at the right place is the staffing phase of the management function. All the managers have a responsibility for staffing. The staffing function deals with the human elements of management. The staffing function has assumed great importance these days because of the rapid advancement of technology, increasing size of the organization and complex behavior of human beings. Okay, means what staffing means actually? Staffing means just, yes, it involves manning the organization structure or hiring of human resources into the organization. Okay, not only hiring is important, yes, proper and effective selection, appraisal and development of that personnel so that they perform the roles assigned to them in a proper way. So staffing is people centered. Okay, it involves success in dealing with people. Okay, it always be dependent upon the degree to which they are perceived. Okay, then it should be remembered that every manager is expected to perform this function because he is engaged in getting things done through and with the help of people. So you are required to hire proper and efficient staff. Okay, if you don't have proper and efficient staff, surely your organization will sink or the performance of your organization will be badly affected. So why it is important to practice this function into your organization? Yes, it helps in finding efficient workers. Yes, in staffing, what you do is you discover talent and competent workers and develop them in that extent that the work of your organization will be accomplished. Okay, then what you do is, yes, it helps in increasing productivity of your organization. Okay, because you have provided right person with right job. Okay, and that right job or the job will be performed by the right person to that extent your organization goals will be accomplished in time. Then it maintains harmony. Okay, staffing maintains harmony. How? Yes, if you hire proper staff, surely, okay, those people, they will never look at such type of disputes and all. Okay, what they will do, they will only complete the task which they have been assigned with. Okay, because you are providing them with equal opportunity, everything will be equal. For example, the compensation, okay, which results into peace and harmony of the organization. Okay, it helps in morale boosting. Okay, because staffing aims at job satisfaction, and if your employees, they are satisfied by the job, surely, okay, their morale will be boosted. Okay, through training and development programs, what you do is you communicate them the culture of your organization, okay, which leads to high morale of the people, of the employees. Okay, it helps you to have optimum utilization of human resources. Okay, yes, you are adopting the principle of equality, through which what you will be doing, yes, you will be properly utilizing the available personnel, okay, as per their interest, okay, as per their capability. You assign them the task, surely they will complete it, and shortage or surplus of manpower will be revealed by proper manpower planning. So staffing means just filling and keeping the positions provided by in the company or in the organization, which helps you to, yes, to keep harmony into your organization. Then the another function, directing. Yes, what is directing? Directing is concerned with the initiation of organized action and stimulating people to work. It involves issuance of orders, instructions, and leading and motivating the employees to execute them. Directing is an interpersonal aspect of management which deals directly with influencing, guiding, supervising, and motivating the subordinates for accomplishment of predetermined objective. Okay, what is done into directing? Yes, after planning, organizing, and staffing, yes, you are required to guide your subordinates to the right direction. Okay, or else if you don't communicate with your subordinates, if you don't supervise them, if you don't guide them or motivate the subordinates, surely your predetermined objective will never be accomplished. Okay, so if you think that your organization should be on the right track, yes, you need to have directing into your organization. Then what is the importance of directing? Yes, it initiates action that motivates people to convert the resources into productive outputs. Okay, directing ensures motivating people to convert the resources into production output. Okay, it creates a sound work environment. How? Yes, it creates an environment of understanding where people work to their maximum potential, willingness, and enthusiasm to contribute towards organization goals. Okay, then managers who are personally motivated to work can also direct others to work. Okay, and if you motivate your employees, if you motivate your subordinates, surely, okay, you yourself will be developed, because no more you are required to argue, only just direct your subordinates. Okay, thus, okay, it will be helpful for your development also. Then it is behavioral satisfaction. Okay, direction involves human behavior and psychology. Employees feel behaviorally satisfied and personally inspired to achieve organization goals. Okay, if someone is directing that the subordinates, if someone is giving the solutions to the problems, hurdles, or um, problems which the subordinates they are facing in accomplishment of work, surely, okay, it will help them to satisfy themselves. Even it helps them to increase productivity. Okay, because the people, the subordinates, they will give 100% towards the work. It also achieves coordination, it facilitates control, it facilitates change, also it facilitates growth. Okay, see how it is done. Directing, it involves continuous supervision of activities. Okay, and whether the subordinates they are working towards the planned activities or not, it is coordinated, it is seen. Okay, even if there is any diversion, if there is any deviation, then it is rectified at that time itself. Then the people they are directed to receive the change and adapt themselves, okay, which in turns leads to growth of the organization. So directing is just, yes, the activity through which you influence, guide, supervise and motivate your subordinates so that they will contribute towards accomplishment of goals. Next function is controlling. Controlling is seeing that actual performance is guided towards expected performance. Okay, controlling, what controlling means? Yes, controlling is just checking the plan with the actual. Okay, a comparison is made between what you have planned for, what you have predetermined, and what actually is going on into your organization. Okay, by comparing, you do highlight certain variations and deviations or differences. Okay, and if you find deviations or differences, yes, work on it, prepare and plan, take action and execute it. Okay, this all things they are included in controlling. So just controlling, what it means, okay, they are just like road signals, okay, which are necessary to ensure accident free and smooth traffic management. Okay, what is the significance of controlling? Let's see. Okay, it is basis of future action, okay, which reduces chances of mistakes being repeated. Okay, it facilitates decision making. Okay, it is controlling is very needed. Okay, because due to comparison we do highlight certain corrective measures which will help us to take right decisions at every time. It facilitates discipline and order. Yes, in controlling you observe your subordinates, you do observe their performance, you do have a thorough check and you rectify it. It also facilitates coordination. Okay, controlling helps in assigning the duties as well as communicating, directing these people. It facilitates motivation. A control system is most effective when it motivates people to high performance, since most people respond to a challenge successfully. Meeting a tough standard may provide great sense of accomplishment. Okay, through controlling you can guide your subordinates to face any challenge successfully. And it also include effective plan implementation. Okay, for example, if you have planned for something and you are working on that plan, but due to some reasons you find that whatever you are actually producing is not standard, Yes, you can find out the ways through which your actual product and standard product it will be equal. Okay, yes, it will only be done due to controlling. So just controlling is a comparison between what you have planned for and what you are actually doing. Okay, finding out the variation or difference and working on it, taking the corrective measures so that your organization's goals will be achieved in time. So these were some functions of management. Okay, in excess to this there is another function, coordination. Okay, what is coordination? Coordination leads to blending the activities of the different individuals and group of individuals for achievement of certain objectives. Okay, what is done into coordination? Just, yes, it leads to blending the activities of the different individuals and group of individuals for the achievement of certain objectives. Okay, means establishing a link. Coordination aims at establishing a link between all the jobs of the organization. Okay, so coordination is the management of interdependence in work situation. Coordination leads to blending of the activities of different individuals. Okay, in an enterprise where more amount of people they are involved, coordination is must. Coordination harmonizes and unifies individual efforts for better action and for the achievement of business objectives. Okay, why coordination is important? Yes, coordination involves division of labor. Yes, you divide the work among the laborers which are available with you. Okay, with the growth in size of the organization, as your organization goes on expanding, okay, if you have coordination, yes, you can harmonize individual goals with the organization goals. Okay, it helps in interdependence of units. Okay, the need for coordination in an organization also arises because of the interdependence of various units. Greater the interdependence of the units, the greater the need for coordination, as all the departments have their own set of policies and procedures. But to achieve the organization goals, the activities of various departments have to be coordinated. Okay, even it is helpful in growing specialization. Yes, how modern businesses has become increasingly complex at various functions are to be performed by specialists. Specialization brings about need for more coordination because of diversity of tasks to be performed. Okay, in coordination what is done? Yes, coordination is just bringing a linkage between all the individuals and groups of individuals for the achievement of certain objectives, in which you do find division of labor. Okay, as per the growth in size, yes, how your organization will be or how your organization remains unaffected due to this all things they are studied into it. Okay, interdependence of units is facilitated and specialization, okay, among the diversity of tasks is facilitated by coordination itself. Okay, so with this we will conclude the functions of management. So management or the manager who performs management, okay, he is required to carry all these functions of management in positive direction so as the organization's group goals will be achieved, accomplished in time. Thank you.